Hello and welcome to the weekly news of Cars.co.za. I'm David Taylor, and in this week's episode, what is going on with Nissan and what on earth is Jaguar up to? Let's go.
Think of a car, any car. Yes, Cars.co.za. Let's find what moves you.
Many of you in the comments have been badgering me and asking me for more auto industry insights, and I thought I'd throw my 2 cents on 2 events that have happened in recent weeks. Firstly, Nissan, you'd think that's a brand that's too big to fail, right? I mean, global presence, all these cars, SUVs, crossovers, hatchbacks, sedans, trucks, the works. There's also an alliance with Renault and Mitsubishi, and yet, according to this story, business publication Financial Times, 2 execs says the company has 12 to 14 months to survive. And in dog years, I mean, that's this close. This is hanging on the edge. It's been a rough time for Nissan, both internationally and locally. Job cuts globally, selling a third of its stake in Mitsubishi, production is slowing down, and locally, I mean, losing the NP200, what a cash cow that was. And speaking of cash cow, Qashqai, remember I spoke about how that product was dropped. And the problem with NP200 is there hasn't been a valid replacement yet. I mean, nothing is officially confirmed. We're looking at some of the timelines, and there's rumors of something coming after 2026. Also, a lot of brands are putting their eggs in the electric car basket, and this one was one of them. Now, as we've all seen, every brand is struggling in this regard. A few have actually done a full U-turn on EV strategy, but it feels like Nissan is really feeling the pinch. Well, where to from here? Well, as of the end of 2024, I read here, Nissan is seeking long-term investment, and there's a rumor that Honda is looking to grab a stake. Now, I don't know about you, but I see Honda in pretty much the same boat as Nissan, also struggling with the rise of the Chinese manufacturers and the legacy car makers. It's not a pretty picture. It's interesting times for sure, and I hope Nissan can be saved. I mean, they're actually one of the nicer legacy brands, beautifully diverse portfolio. But do you think Nissan can be saved? Do you think it should be killed off? Let me know in the comments below. On to the next story, and I'm just going to say it, one word, Jaguar. I got to keep a straight face on this because let's talk about that advertising campaign. You've probably seen it. It's a little strange, and it reminds me of the United Colors of Benetton. You know, that controversial, very colorful fashion brand of the early 90s. There's also this all-new logo, and let me tell you now, in my 16 years of doing this, you know, this car journalism driving thing, I have never seen such a reaction to a rebranding. The writer in me, the editor in me, I look at that logo and I go, uppercase, lowercase letters mixed together. And the kerning, you know, the gaps between the letters, it's really stretched out. It's a strange logo. But hey, this advert, I mean, do you not think they should have put like the concept lurking in a corner? I mean, it's a very colorful, very outrageous take on an advert. But you're a car brand. Why have you not got the car sitting in a corner or just like right at the end, just going past? Like, show off a hint of a car. Speaking of this concept, I absolutely love this. It's a bold take. It's a grand tourer. It's called the Jaguar Type 00. And people have already joked, haha, it's called the 00 because that's how many they'll sell. And I think it needs the bright colors, but imagine this thing in black. You remember the cartoon series for Batman? That is the original Batmobile. And yes, it's a concept and totally impractical. I mean, a car that low is never going to clear speed bumps, now is it? But I think if a fraction of these design elements make it onto the production model, I think that's a job well done. Now, the bad stuff. Jaguar is pitching this car into the electric grand tourer segment, which is all about the luxury. So this is the high net worth individuals. My first question is, how many of these high net worth individuals are actually buying all electric cars? Yes, Range Rover has an all electric car coming. Is it going to be interest in that? And secondly, there's already a segment for this, and there's the likes of Aston Martin and Bentley and Rolls-Royce. And I don't think Jaguar quite has the luxury brand cachet to match those three. But hate it or love it, there's no such thing as bad publicity. And hey, I think the noise generated online probably far exceeded Jaguar's expectations. I mean, everywhere you went, there was somebody going, what is Jaguar doing? Jaguar this, Jaguar that. Not all of it was positive, not all of it was negative. So applause for that. It's also resulted in some hilarious parodies, like this one from Jägermeister. To be fair, this whole thing, whatever it is, it's a gamble. Jaguar and Land Rover can afford this. I mean, some of you may be aware that Land Rover with the Defender and Range Rover, the Range Rover Sport, they're the big cash cows for the brand. I mean, Defender is easily SA's most popular model from the JLR portfolio. Range Rover Sport sells in huge numbers. They can afford to take the risk here. And you know what? If it doesn't work, they can ditch Jag and just carry on selling luxury SUVs, which they're really good at. This is the last episode for 2024. I hope you found my videos interesting and insightful. And if you've been naughty or nice, doesn't matter, and looking for that stocking filler, might I suggest the BMW 333i SentiMETAL scale model. The detail is immaculate. It's a really impressive piece of art. Oh, you can play with it, but I wouldn't. It's a nice ornament. I'll link this in the description below. I'm taking a break and I wish you a safe, happy, festive time with you and your families. But before I head out, massive shout out to Sean. He's over there behind the camera making me look good. And Umpor, my editor, who does a sterling job with the graphics and the B-roll and so on. Those two gentlemen deserve a round of applause. They make me look good this year. As always, Cars.co.za, the place to be. We have over 70,000 vehicles for sale. I will see you in 2025. Okay, bye.
Think of a car, any car. Yes, Cars.co.za. Let's find what moves you.